good evening, good evening. Welcome to Front Row Esports, tonight's presentation of the Truck Series at Talladega Superspeedway. My name is Steven Johnson. We have a few people hanging out in the booth with me tonight. Chris Spencer, Greg Clendon, Kevin Butler, Mike Wood, and Tom Friedis also joining us. Maybe a guest appearance by my 11-month-old baby who currently will not go to sleep and is currently sitting on my lap. So we're going to do a little multitasking tonight, but we'll see what happens. So you want to run us through what tonight's race is? How many laps? What's the field strategy? What are we working with?
Yeah, so for tonight we got 65 laps. Drivers have one fast repair. They are running 75% fuel. So you're looking at about 24 to 27 laps on a tank of Sunoco race fuel.
Right on. So let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineup. So on the pole tonight, Rachel Hunt, Mark Miller outside the pole, Ronnie Morrison third, Charles Giffen fourth, Shane Chastain fifth, Tyler Columbus at sixth, Nick Howell seventh, Rob Rader eighth, Derek Wynn ninth, Kevin Orlando Jr. 10th, Adam Thompson 11th, Chris Spencer 12th, Blake Mosley 13th, CH 14th, Brian Parker 15th, Eli Raposa 16th, Randy Brashear 17th, Daryl Johnson in the 18th position. Scroll down and see the rest of the list. 19th goes to Tay McDonald, 20th and Matthew Bell. A lot of drivers in the back looks like they did not take qualifying times. Matthew Bell, Shane Abbey, Brad Grant, again, Tom Friedis, Travis Gilbert, Sean Robert, Michael Cole. On anybody else? No, that's it. Go ahead and start this race today. So, Kelly, that's Chilius.
Yeah, I'm here.
So we have 15 drivers currently.
13 drivers starting on pit road. We basically track everybody's incidents, and drivers who have their incidents per lap is above an average of 0.08 get a penalty of starting from the pits for this race.
Alright, so we'll see these drivers want to get together and get on the track quickly and just kind of run until the first caution comes out.
There's a whole group of them, so I don't think it's not really going to be a penalty for them unless the race goes green all the way. Then they'll just be trying to play catch up. We'll just have to see what happens.
Sounds good. Well, Rachel Hunt, Mark Miller on your front row as the pace cars into turn 3. Only one pace lap here at the Talladega Superspeedway, so as soon as we get to pit entrance, pace car will be making a left turn on pit road. We'll be going green.
This is going to be fun starting from pit road, I will say that much though.
That's right. So Tom Friedis, you are starting from pit road. Is anybody else in here racing tonight?
My teammate, Mike Wood, is starting from pit road with me.
Mike Wood also.
What's going on, Steve? What's going on?
It's going. So got a couple drivers going to be making something happen right here. We'll see what happens. It's in the best interest of the front pack to keep it clean and green. It's in the interest of the back pack to get together and get up to speed as quickly as we possibly can, as the field is now in the hands of our starter, Mr. Barney, holding the green flag, and as soon as he waves the green flag, we'll be up and ready to go.
Looks like a pretty good start. Looks like everybody wants to jump down to that bottom line.
The outside line is not where anybody wants to be right now. They want to get single file as quickly as they could. Meanwhile, our group come off pit road right here.
They're not too far back, and if they can get lined up, they can probably catch the wheel back in single file.
Still a bit of ways to go to catch up to it, but there's still a ton of opportunity to get up to it. So Rachel Hunt, Mark Miller making it look like a 180 mile an hour pace lap. They're 2 by 2, about 5 rows deep. Mark has the opportunity to go down when he wants to go ahead and down in front of Rachel Hunt for the lead right now. We'll go like Chandra on the outside. Checking back in our second pack. From us that we got it together. 5 seconds behind them. We got a group of Jack Wynn, Blake Mosley, Stephen Isham, Randy Shears, Jack Sharma, Mike Wood, Tom Cletus. Unfortunately, Mr. Train, he's going to be all by himself for a little bit. Really well organized. We're really about half a second faster than the front pack right now. I don't know why we're focusing on pit road. Really still continues. Opportunities look to the outside, see if she wants to go ahead and move up, or if she's maybe just saving a little fuel right now. The number 84 Shane Abbey leading the train on the outside, pushed by the number 95 on Matthew Bell. And the number 62 Chris Spencer with 3 car train on the outside line, trying to reach out with having a small impact on the other front of the right. Did a nice view of the lead right now.
Now that's the lights looking good.
Inside line kind of works its way back. You know, what I've noticed is the inside line really works well in the corner, but the momentum of the middle and the outside line.
That could be the deciding factor. Right, that corner from the outside, you have
And continuing talking about that, that has been the case all week.
Oh, and we got
the
a wreck.
series you're running.
There's a big crash, and we got drivers upside down. I'm actually just adjusting some audio right when that happened, so.
Coming in, topping off, no tires.
Yeah, 10-4, top off, no tires.
Alright, so caution is out for incident off the turn 2. I had my eyes off the screen because I was adjusting some audio. Cars are a little loud over the announcers, which sometimes not a bad thing. So let's take a look at the replay and just kind of see what happened here.
She can turn off faster for a moment.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Adam Thompson was given a. We had a big push on the 03.
Yeah, 85 and the 03 just got together, and it just unfortunately didn't look like any intent right there as far as like causing an accident or anything. It just looks like maybe they had a little disagreement as to what line they wanted to run. Looks like the 03 actually came up a little bit on the 62, peeked his nose to the outside. Maybe Adam wasn't exactly ready for that because it was kind of a late move, but and that hooked the 04 of Rob Rader, and he went for a right up into the fence. 04, 03 Brian Crocker got turned up in front of the field. Rob Rader hard impact into the wall. The 03 Brian Crocker actually up and over on the back straightaway. And his truck goes for a ride. So, under caution, and we have a bunch of drivers that are going to go ahead and make their way on the pit road. Now, only 5 laps into the race, but these drivers are going to go in and try to keep their fuel tanks as topped off as possible, so that when they do stop later in the race, they'll be able to take less fuel to be on pit road a little quicker as they in and out of the race. Maybe if you're driving the back though, you that second pack, you got to avoid the chaos and be able to move on. So sometimes being in that backpack is not necessarily a bad thing.
P-bar, Mike's cold.
All right, Greg McClendon here in the booth. Got a good view of the first couple laps of the race. What are you seeing so far?
Well, first of all, let me let you know who I am for starters. I'm the sponsor of the Next Gen Series for Blaze Pizza, and we are the home of big friendly smiles, lively fun interactions. We always say yes, zoom, go really fast, and exceed expectations. This race so far, 7 laps in, people are, for the most part, there was just a mistake made there on this current caution. I think they're going to be able to get through this field and stuff. The outside has a distinct advantage at this point. If you get the correct person pushing behind you. Looks like the lights are out on a pace car, so I'm going to turn it back over to Steve.
Right on. Thank you, Greg, as always. So, but yeah, so a couple laps in, got ourselves a crash, got the field back together. Now all the drivers that got to start from the penalty box essentially are now up in this field. So. Looks like we have about 25 drivers currently on the field. A couple drivers are going to be stopping right now. Looks like just to top off in the back. So that extra lap of fuel could make a difference later in the race. You never know. So.
I think it'll ultimately come down to fuel. The field has been cycled a little bit, and every drop of gas is going to count. If this thing plays out the way that the guys that came in and topped off, maybe got tires, that's going to, affect everything that they're going to have moving forward.
Right on. Well, we're going to see what happens here as we get ready to go back green flag racing, 2 wide, 3 wide. At Talladega, 2 wide is normal, 3 wide is conventional, 4 wide if you can.
I like 5 wide personally.
5 wide in case of true emergencies only. I went to the Daytona 500 and Dave Moody actually said it best. For Daytona, it's 2 wide is normal, 3 wide if you can, 4 wide in true emergencies. But Talladega, it's a little bit of wider track, so 3 wide racing is fairly comfortable, and there's also white lines on the track that will tell you to stay in your lane. So, but
right.
Sometimes you just see an opportunity and you have to take it. And if you notice, like Kyle Larson, for example, in the Cup race on Sunday, he saw a hole. He's like, that looks like a way to win the race, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
It was an expensive.
Let's go.
It was an expensive trial for 2311 as Shane Chastain took off immediately. He did not wait for anything. He said, let's just get some pit kind of cycle through real quick as we get everything working our way back together. So right now the drivers are pretty spread out, but what's going to happen is you're going to see huge runs coming up here.
Oh yeah.
Happens, so one of four wide here is going to turn to 3 wide here in just a moment, so. So like 38 Tyler Thomas, just peek into the inside, see if he wants to go, but you know, you don't necessarily need to pass your teammate because Tyler Thomas won more than they are teammates in on the outside too.
Got a huge run, Tom, coming up.
Big run on the outside.
Three wide here in a moment.
Abby and Matt Bell just scared the living daylights out of
Shane
me.
Abbey and Matt Bell just took off.
Go
ahead, Mike.
Right now, 84's got the advantage right now for turn 4 with a huge push from the 95 of Matthew Bell.
Wow.
Give ESports drivers I don't remember from this too.
For sure. He'll be keeping that in their memory banks for later in the race. Oh my goodness.
I was just about to say that those two are actually pretty lined up right now. They could probably figure out why are we looking at the pace car? Nobody cares about the pace car. I'm stuck on the pace car. Next time the camera comes up, turn it off. Whoa, somebody. Is that Tom Freitas on the outside?
Yep.
Tom Freitas and Michael Wood, they're going to try the same thing.
So our
Pull the
two
two-car outside line.
We saw what
Wide open, Tom. Nope, never mind. Come on, Chummy.
Oh, Chummy just...
Oh!
Oh.
that did not go well.
Tom, I don't know what happened there. I think Chummy got a little sideways. You checked up into me, and
Chummy, it almost looked like he came up. I don't know if he did it, I don't think he did it on purpose, but...
yeah, no.
It looked like the second line became the third line, and then it became the second line, and became the third line again, and it just kind of ran out of time there, so...
Yeah.
SDK coming to the replay a little too early, so we're going to back up a little bit. Let's focus on the correct driver, and let's see what happened there. Yeah, the top line came down to the middle line, and then looks like the middle line became the top line again. There was a checkup in order to avoid the contact, and then it was on for... Okay, the pace car camera just turned on again. We are turning off the pace car camera. TV126, you're fired. Okay. Sorry about that. This is on board from the...
Kind of looks to me like Tom had to check up the car in front of him just about the same time that Mike decided to give him a little push.
That's what happens. It was on from there, but it happens to the best of us. So, interesting. A couple drivers choosing to stay out. Mark Miller, Randy Rishi staying out. Everybody else says give me some more gasoline for these trucks.
Hey, someone's wrecked and it's giving us black flags coming down the road.
We're gonna clear those.
Do you have the clear all button ready, Kel?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for all the rest of these guys to come off pit road.
10-4.
Yeah, a few more drivers gotta get their service complete. And we'll be changing the boats back to the green flag, so we'll be back to you in a minute. Welcome back to the Talladega Super Speedway Front Row ESports Truck Series at Talladega. Riding on board with a pace car right now as it makes its final lap, hopefully, around the track before making the hard left turn on the pit road and put the field back in the hands of Randy Bashir's, Mark Miller, Ryan Morris, and Tyler Clemens in that top 4 positions. You know, a few drivers stop and make the repairs. The drivers do have one quick repair tonight, so they're able to take a completely wrecked race car, get a completely junk thrown in Dale Jr.'s graveyard, and then go get a brand new one. But they only get one of those tonight. Normally they don't get one, but for the super speedway races, you know, we tend to junk a bunch of cars. So timing is when you use that quick repair. Ideally, you don't use that quick repair. You know, you get a good machine coming off of the truck and use it to your advantage. So these cars making the turn on the pit road. Feels in the hand of Randy Bashir. So
Black flag because the outside lane didn't go.
What was that?
I got a black flag because the inside lane or the outside lane didn't go. JR didn't go.
Well, I'll tell you who is going. On the outside line as looks like 38's doing a little bit of blinky going on. But he's by himself. might have seen the leader not taking off as early as they probably should have on that restart, because the top 7 drivers or so have broken away. Second pack right now, so there's still plenty of time for the drivers in the second pack to get caught up, but again, you don't have to put in that position. You want the driver in front of you to take off when they're supposed to take off, and then you go. So interesting a little bit on the pit strategy here. Randy Bashir's marking they stay out on that last caution.
Go, Mike. Go.
They can steal some track position right here. Get some free flag laps in, and then get a caution flag out. Move back up. So, right now, the Tyler Clemens and Spencer run in the middle lanes right now. You can hear a little in-car audio from 32. Right up against the outside fence. Trying to move the way up.
Bringing a 3 wide for the lead, and Rachel Hunt, who's involved in that last incident, got a little bit of damage, but it doesn't seem like it slowed her down any.
Either that, or they did a really good job getting that car fixed, and she went in there super quickly there. So.
No, I can still see she's got some damage on the front, so I don't think she used quick repair yet.
Meanwhile, the front right now, leading by Tyler Clemens, getting pushed by Chris Spencer. Chris Spencer, I don't know if he's leading on top right now, he's busy focusing on not pushing, so he's going to run unless he decides to chime in. With a little bit of left right damage when I could. Tyler Clemens, at the beginning of the race, we saw a bunch of drivers. They took the green flag and they dived to the bottom. You've seen that the middle line is still working. Even though there's 4 drivers on the outside line, about 6 or 7 drivers on the inside line.
Shoot low on the end, on the backstretch, Tom. Grab that tail back grab.
Up and
ready?
Pretty strong right now.
Set. Go.
In-race reporters 32.99 put a camera on the end as they're going to go ahead. They're going to use a
3,
huge tail.
2, 1, go.
Every possible way. They're trying to make it a 2-car show right now. Doing all the passes on the outside. Shane decides he's ready to go to the inside line. So 2 cars on the outside, 4 cars in the middle, about 6-ish on the inside line. But will they stall out or be able to make it as the 002 comes up just slightly almost into the 99?
Quickly kills their momentum.
Yeah, that little side draft.
I'd rather have my momentum killed than my truck killed, so.
Yeah.
Just ride middle for now, Mike.
10-4.
We know the outside will work.
They know the plan. They'll be coming back to that as we go ahead and take a look through the second pack right now. A couple drivers in the 5-pack. Sitting about a second behind that leader. 3-pack right now, and about 5 seconds back, you got a 3-car machine. There's a points leader, Blake Mosley. Not sure if he's back there on purpose, just trying to keep the truck in one piece, or if he got lost that game drive. But we'll watch that schedule, see if he's able to get his back up again. The 2-line battle continues in the front. Yeah, now you got about 6 or 7, actually. The inside choo-choo lane is about 12 to run. A couple laps ago to put him all the way up to the front, and maybe he's going to try to do consider that, because the 69, 32, 99 now, instead of doing it as a 2-truck show, now they're going to do it as 3 cars. Let's see if 3 cars will do a little bit of 2 cars. 2 laps to go. It looks like 95 Matthew Bell's going to stick his nose out. Let's go ahead and get some laps here. Because the leader just running this truck race for fun. Got a couple of those drivers in the field tonight. This is fun. So 69 moves down to the highlights in the middle lane. It looks like he's trying to maybe work his wheels out a little bit. But now Charles Giffen joining the highline party. Trying to see if he can machines up into the highline as the... Yeah, no, not yet.
Hopping back to middle, Tom.
10-4.
Overall battle here is we're working lap 25 from
Easy.
ESports at Talladega, 0669. Almost turning themselves into the center.
Yeah, that could have gotten bad real quick.
Yeah. I'm checking out.
Doing a good job giving each other a little room. That actually should be really comfortable riding in the position right now, just taking care of business. And trying to see as the 3 wide G doesn't have poked his nose outside and we're 3 wide racing again. So plenty of room for 3 wide racing here at the
It is, I believe.
If not, it's probably a Michigan. But there is plenty of room to spread out and make your presence known.
And the nice thing, especially with here and with these trucks are pretty stable in the grass, unlike the Xfinity cars and the next-gen cars.
Yeah, they are definitely. I'm starting to see the second pack. Looks like the
Spencer.
62 of Chris Spencer. That cafe was 1.2 seconds. Good at one point now. They've actually caught up there. Solidly well within the get a rocket ship and see what happens as 27 laps. Showing up halfway right now, but
Truck's cleaning up there.
Green flag pit stop somewhere between lap 35 and 40. I believe y'all said it was about 25 laps on a fuel tank?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So with a pit lap around lap 15, that would expect to see lap 40-ish. So, and then it's nice because if they hit about 40, it's another 25 laps to lap 65.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
not sure
in the
what
middle
that
and
was.
high line.
I thought that too.
Crazy town right there. Lots of people struggling. Trucks are traveling in excess of 180 miles an hour on the track right now. But right now the 2-2 train is being led by Matthew Bell. Shane Abbey is really tight on him in second place. Rachel Hunt third. It's 2 by 2 on the outside.
I think somebody's barbecuing in the grandstands over there. Every time they come out of the front stretch there, I see a little smoke.
There's a barbecue. I want to know where it's at. I'll bring you.
Outside line's pushing up to the front. See if they can. Of course, in that corner, the bottom line seems to be dominant.
Outside line being pushed by the number 32 Tom Freitas, who's on board with us in the broadcast booth. So.
Hell of a block. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, that's close.
Definitely got the wiggles. Check it out. Check it out.
A little sketchy.
Yeah, Matthews
a little bit.
Tom,
maybe here's an opportunity right now for the other.
Drop middle, guys. Drop middle.
There's another.
Drop middle.
62-32, drop down. 4 cars well established on the outside, 3 cars down on the inside.
Welcome too much.
And right there, you can see that straightaway speed that you get in that middle line.
You're just there for moral support. That's where you really find out.
And we come out of the triangle, so I'll swing along behind.
10-4, Chris.
32-62 in our ears tonight on the broadcast. Working a little bit of a driver strategy. So.
We have 7 laps of fuel remaining, 7 laps of fuel.
He's the only driver in the out there now who pitted on the first caution, stayed on the second caution. So Mark Miller is desperately hoping for a caution right now because otherwise he's going to have to pit all by himself.
Yeah. You cannot pit by yourself. You got to pit with teammates or a pack of cars. 100%.
If I'm Mark though, I'm on the radio saying, hey y'all, maybe we should pit now. And I would not tell them what my fuel structure. I would not tell them that my fuel situation.
He's calling out right now. He's calling it. And there he goes.
Well, Mark Miller, unfortunately, that's where. On the broadcast booth tonight.
And for Chris, I got 5.5 laps
left. 39. Lap 39 going in.
Pitting lap 39.
So we got lap 39 now, unless they're just tricking us on the broadcast.
No, never.
So we think it's lap 39.
Big run up top.
Yep, that's coming. Big run on the outside. 23 to 26 laps of fuel.
So I think it's lap 40. It's a 25 lap run.
Yeah. we're not going to make it. We have to pit one.
Yeah, if you're
I don't
leading
think
up-
they could make it to 40.
No. No, we
Especially if you're
cannot
in the
make it. No, I can't. Not at all.
That's what happened to me on Friday night. I was leading a second pack of cars, running in 8th place. And I was really short on fuel, and I ended up having to give up 3 spots. Because I wasn't going to make it as it was. I ran out of gas at the finish. But I had to give up 3 spots just to fall in line behind some guys so I could have enough fuel to make it to the end.
Not good for the fuel mileage.
Yeah.
Alright, leaders haven't enough TV time. Let's go focus on it. Let's see what everybody else is doing right now. Pretty much a big 2-2 on their back right now. So let's go ahead and do a really quick run down through the field. Hopefully before we bring out a caution or Dago flew wide again. So, top 3 is Chris Spencer, Mike Wood, Adam Thompson, Charles. Eli Makoso will quite Chastain 18. This little 4-pack right here is...
I'm hearing a lot of chatter on the radio. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of cars coming into pit road this lap.
So we got Shane, JR, Derek, Kanekio. Let's go ahead and get the 10 back to the road. Few takers looks like we're going to have Rachel Hunt, Michael Dow. Boy, 2 trucks pitting by themselves. That's going to be dangerous. You really need a pack of 4 to 5 cars. And then you got to get them onto pit road safely. Can't speed, can't slide your tires coming off pit road.
We got a slow car down low, not moving. Be ready.
Hey, I gotta come down this time.
Middle.
87 is going to hold his line. That's going to make it really dicey. 69 gets...
Hey, dude, I'm pitting.
Oh my goodness.
And that brings out the caution.
Wow. Who was
I'm
that?
out of fuel. Good time.
That was, there was a truck that stayed on the inside line. I don't know if they were a lead lap driver or not. And the inside line was just adjusting up to the second line. And it just happened a little bit too late to do it safely. They were already 3 wide, so 3 wide trying to stick it in the 4 wide. And just the reaction from there.
Well, it's not a horrendous wreck. It doesn't look like anybody got too much damage. Hot spotted some tires, maybe.
Yeah, that was just...
Do we know what truck that was there on the bottom?
It's a 3 wide.
Well, we just sit in front of us.
Yeah, let's go gold for a minute. Let's go gold for a minute.
Yeah, it was the 87 machine on the inside, but
Okay.
go ahead and get the cameras pointed on pit road right here, and we will be back in just a few moments. fast. Back to top off here. 25 laps to go. The fuel tank can only run for about 25 laps, so if this runs green, it's going to be really close on fuel to the end. So it'll be interesting to see how we make this happen. Now, when the cars come off pit road at most tracks, if you pit with 1 to green, get a better camera. If you pit with 1 to green, you typically start on the inside line as you come off pit road, but because the start-finish line is after the pit exit, I don't know if they're going to let them double up or not, but actually...
No, they will not let us double up.
Okay, so if you came off pit road, you're going to be single file, so we should see a choo-choo train, a huge choo-choo train on the inside, which is going to be big when it comes to getting big runs here, because it looks like only Eli Raposa, Charles Giffen are the only 2 drivers that stayed out. Everybody else behind them pitted, so because of that, they're going to default to the inside line. So, as you can actually hear onboard with the number 99 machine, and here he's turning off his engine, saving fuel. So we're going to see almost like an old school single file restart here, but give it 2 or 3 laps, because this is going to be difficult, because you don't really want to lead right now because you need to save fuel, but somebody has to lead. Right now that's Eli Raposa, Charles Giffen. Charles Giffen being the second and final driver that stayed on the coming to 1 green. He's going to have the outside line completely to himself, so I expect to see him try to figure out a way to get himself to the inside line pretty quickly. Maybe he gets a hole in between Mark Miller's. Barney's holding the green flag.
That caution came out. That was a saving grace for Rachel and Michael Dell. They did it just before that caution came out. Just the 2 cars by themselves. They would have been in a world of trouble had that caution not come out.
And Mark Miller, unfortunately, he did end up by himself. He did not get a black after that caution. So, but if you're talking Alex, we are back racing from the 25 but maybe not so, because the 38 Tyler Columbus, 69 Ronnie Morrison, they're wide open trying to make something happen on the outside line, so maybe they have different fuel numbers than we do, because they're not waiting at all, they're going to go right after
Here comes the pair of Shane and Bell again on the outside.
Oh, Tyler Gomez tried to shut it all there.
He's backing out.
A little too late like that.
Almost.
Risky at this particular juncture of the race.
I'm just pacing right now, Tom. I'm not pushing.
However,
10-4.
Middle
Just
line,
riding.
yeah, it's 3 different ESports trucks. 84.95
Half throttle, Tom. Half throttle.
Are not half throttle. So back up to 1-2 again. So
I am now good on fuel.
Yeah, I'm yellow. I'm still yellow. Coming down.
saving just a little bit might get them to the end. But boy, is that going to throw off the fuel strategy.
There are 3 attempts at a green-white checker, so...
Sometimes drivers on the field, only 2 retired. Not on the track. Anybody else is checked out race crew not on the track. So if I'm bored, I'm on board, for example, with number 80, Gerald Johnson. It sounds like the way he's working his throttle, he's very happy because he wants to let a bunch of trucks right in front of him and move up. Goes back to the top half of 10. Right now, everything kind of looks good as a whole station right now.
Like, Chris is going up high. You want to go with him?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Still not green on gas, but I should be able to conserve.
Dave, you'll be in the middle.
99.32, gonna go ahead and pick up the 62 on the outside line. Let's see if they can get something. As the top 12 or 14 are too wide, you know, expect to see those three go ahead and make it through a little bit. And now they're making it to the outside.
We got two cars, the 11, who's the fifth car in the middle line there, and the 06, the fifth car on the bottom line. Those two are battling for the lucky dog. They're both one lap down.
Good catch, Kel, thank you. Number 11, Derek. Lucky dog, so you know, it's scary because, you know, they're running in the back of the front pack, but they're caution comes out. One of this lucky dog is one place to pick for a second. But if they are part of the crash, they don't get the lucky. So they're kind of racing each other, but they don't want to be part of the miracle. Blake Mosey, our point leader. I'm doing a little pointing right now. It looks like he's kind of something else to slip back in. Third car on the outside line right now behind the 99 and the 62. So Blake Mosey trucks so far this season. Back up in the front pack, you know, waiting for an opportunity to strike it. 17 laps to go. I thought we'd see more fuel saving, but I haven't had it at all.
Doesn't look like anybody's saving anything.
I don't see any saving going on right now. Maybe a couple drivers in the back.
Caution.
Right now, truck on one piece if they were to use the quick repair. Or they really want to keep their truck in one piece, but some of these drivers are not going to be able to.
I just want to go to the front.
No more fuel saving at all.
Well, Tom, how's your fuel situation sitting right now?
I am still green on fuel.
How green are you?
3/4 of a lap.
So you get your one checker.
Yeah. Let's not worry about that right now.
Oh, I don't want to stir up the pot a little bit. Accidentally push the console.
Yeah, Steven, you did that once. Don't do that again, please.
No. I took away my having powers on purpose.
Yes.
62. That did not work. And he's going to get himself turned for that. He goes almost clear. And let me double check, make sure I was right on that, because I think he was just trying to. It's a really terrible camera angle. Yeah, either he got a push off the 002, because sometimes a push can send you into a lane you didn't want to go into. So either he tried to clear himself, it wasn't clear, or just got pushed. Unfortunately, sometimes you're the bat and sometimes you're the ball. And you get the worst end of that. Charles Giffen is leading on the outside, on the middle line. Tom Friedrich, who's been working the top lane the whole lane, working the top lane the whole night, like the whole road together, is now actually leading on the inside. And they got pushing on
So, FYI for all the fans at home and the drivers that are listening, hopefully they're not, I am not good on fuel.
That's what happens. Get out front.
Join the club, Tom.
It takes a little more fuel to run out front.
Yes, it does.
So what you're saying is that, actually, you know what? I think he's lying. I think he's good. And he's just saying that because he wants people to think he's not going to make it, and then he's going to be a hero and make it to the end of the race. Tom's silence confirms my belief.
Well, I think he's got his fingers and toes crossed just in case. So.
Oh, right now I'm going to run out on the backstretch.
He's got his feet also probably underneath the truck, pushing it Fred Flintstone style.
I am Flintstoning it, yes.
The outside line has got a big move coming. 5-car. Spencer pushing it.
It's turned up. Get moving up there. Good battle right now. Great battle, actually. 3 wide for the lead. Three by three, top 12 right now. Within 2/10 of a second right now.
Oh, and there's a little contact. And more contact. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we're going to have a caution.
Big, and somebody went up and over. Wow, our 3 wide didn't work.
I don't know what just happened.
Jared Schomburg's involved in that. Blake Mosley, Rachel Hunt. Wait, Jared Schomburg got involved in that? He got spun out and got... He probably just caught right back up to the pack in that... Oh no, that was from earlier before. I was like, how did he get spun twice? I would feel terrible for him for that.
Yeah, I'm
checking out the
very
replay right now.
confused about what happened there. I heard it, I seen it, and then I'm like, uh-oh.
Middle lane came down and you, Tom, and ricocheted back
so
up, took out the top line.
Okay, so it looks like Stephen Eacham went from the outside line to the middle line. And let's get a better camera angle of that. Where did I blimp? There we go. So number 5, Stephen Eacham moves from the outside line to the middle line. And then when that happens, it looks like the 002 Charles Giffen either did not want the 5 to get there or thought there was room, came down into the 32. Then 32 is a little bit out of control. 85-38 made contact. 002 hits the 58. 62 then turns the leader, and it was on from there. And that unfortunately turned big really quickly. Somebody went for a ride. 99 gets up and airborne. 69 Ronnie Morrison. That's who our new pilot was. Let's take a onboard ride with him and see what he saw. This is exactly what Ronnie Morrison saw. Otherwise he'd be feeling that one for a while. So,
oh yeah.
Ronnie Morrison, contact Birmingham departure. You have yourself a safe flight, and hopefully you feel better soon. As we have a bunch of drivers making their way onto pit road. Actually, it looks like everybody's making their way onto pit road. Tyler Clemens is going to stay out with the pace car, and then everybody else is going to pit either for damage repair or just to make sure that fuel's no longer a factor. If now with the green white checkers as a possibility, now it's not an issue anymore. So fuel is no longer a factor for everybody else who just stopped. Tyler Clemens is going to be hoping that this race runs to the end. Any green white checkers is going to be in trouble, but maybe steal a little bit of track position and
So
see what
you all
happens.
thought it was crazy before? Just wait till now.
Well, we just got.
Yeah.
Well, now we're gonna see some 4 wide racing. We're gonna see some 5 wide racing. So, all right. Well, while their trucks are getting fixed, Chris Spencer, you're in our Discord, right?
What's up, boss?
Not much. How's your race going? Right now, it looks like you're in the 5th place. I don't want to say you got yourself a clean truck because I don't want to jinx you, but what's the plan to get that truck to victory lane?
Yeah. If it opens up, then I'm gonna go for it. But so far, right now, just riding. Wait until the end.
I'm gonna be starting right behind you, Chris. So
Good info.
Hey Tom, just between you and me, what's your strategy?
between you and me and everybody else,
No, nobody else is listening right now.
that's fine. I'm gonna stay to the middle of the high side and not lifting. Just
Right on. Well,
gloves are off.
Go time.
oh boy. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take a
Yeah.
little break right here and
Well,
rest our voices before we get to this restart here. We'll be coming to 8 laps to go as we go green, and we'll be back to y'all in a moment. Welcome back to the Talladega Superspeedway. Lights are out on the pace car. We're actually riding on board the bumper cam for the pace car. He's let a few laps tonight, but fortunately not too many. And hopefully we keep it that way as the pace car turns the field over to the number 38 machine at Tyler Clemens. Tyler went ahead and stayed out, so he is going to go ahead and hope that fuel-wise he's going to be able to make it to the end. This caution should help him, but we'll see how this goes as the Barney's holding the green flag, and we are underway. Green flag. Somebody's trying to shove it in there. 62 No help from the 49 machine behind him, and then also the 62 came out and said, "Oh, I want to play."
Their run.
Here's our outside team. Shane Abbey and Matthew Bell coming up on the outside again.
Two wide, three wide action. Matthew Bell started a little bit farther back, but here comes 84 and 95 again. Trying to work the way up there to the front. Looks like they might be able to do that again.
Deja vu.
It's not like, where have we seen this before, right?
Right.
I think that's the third time in this race they've pulled that maneuver and got to the front.
Yes, they have.
Outside
That
line's
inside
got a lot of momentum.
Inside line is really hanging tight.
Yeah, outside line looks a little bit better organized than the inside right now. The outside line has about 7 cars. Inside line is about the same car count, but they're more spread out from each other. 62 right on the
Here. I'm hearing race chatter right now between the 85 and the 62. 85 is not liking the way the 62 has pushed him in the corner.
Sometimes if you're pushing really hard,
I know, what you think of
Discord indicates otherwise. But
An extensive history.
Yes.
Who pushed you to that limit?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who let you guys win? Thank you very much.
84, thinking about moving down to the inside line. 85 is there a little quicker than he probably
A
expected.
little late on that one.
Yeah, a little late on trying to make that move forward.
62 is going to jump outside.
Yeah, 62 jumps outside. He's going to go ahead and 5 laps to go at the Talladega Super Speedway. 2 wide, 3 wide action. Let's see some 4 wide here. Here comes the 32, 6 minutes to the outside.
Tom, you're safe. There you go.
Tom, big line outside.
I'm going to stay middle.
Maintain the middle.
Oh, that was close. 04 Rob Raider jumping down from the outside line, or sorry, middle to the inside line. Really well established, good pushing, good support from that
Big line back inside.
to the conversation right now.
Some good pushing down on the bottom row, too. Here they come.
This is great racing.
Back outside, hold it tight.
Not Bell.
85 and 84 together again. We'll see what happens if they can push themselves in front again.
Chris, watch your temps too.
Oh, someone should down the apron.
Yeah, 8 and 85 got a little squirrely right there. Fortunately, 85 is able to keep it straight. No harm, really, no foul. They kept their speed up. Right now, they're 3 wide for the lead. Goodness race.
87 pushed to 73. I gave him a good shot and got him let loose there.
wide, 4 wide, 4 wide.
Meantime,
Come on, top. Come on.
4 wide.
Maintain, Thompson. Two's behind you. He's gonna. Oh,
oh, they're
All right.
bumping and banging a little bit.
They saved
Hang
it.
on.
that was
guys.
that was a little hairy.
Meanwhile, we got Matthew Bell taking over the lead spot.
I was gonna run over Bell. I had to. Gotta live. Gotta live. Gotta live. Gotta live. Oh my lord.
Oh,
that's like
and the 85 got together.
85 just got turned.
No, keep going.
Go, go.
Down on the apron, no caution.
Yeah, 85 Adam Thompson.
Now we got
All
another
right, well,
wreck
there
down
we
in the
go.
corner. There comes the
Sorry.
caution. So we will have
Come on, Eli.
overtime finish.
That was a car trying to come back up on track.
It was brewing for a while.
Yeah, and that.
It got really tight right there.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Great pull by Racing. So looking back at the first spin of Adam Thompson, looks like he picked up the middle line. Maybe he was trying to move his way to the outside line. Didn't work. The 8 and the 85 got together, but maybe the 8 came up a little bit too much. But you know, heat of the moment, 185 miles an hour. It's really hard to make that decision. And I heard Eli got involved in something. So got the camera on him. Looks like he checked up out of 4, got turned by the 32. Was that when the caution came out, or did he just check up?
That was right when the caution
after
came
the
out.
caution.
He checked up way more than I thought. I was out of the throttle, trying to give him room, but he checked up a little too much too soon.
The 85 was trying to stick with the 95 when he went to the outside, but he lost room really fast.
I'm trying to figure out why the caution came out because Adam.
Yeah, the caution came back out when Johnson tried to come back up on track.
There was a car that came back up on track, you said?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but Adam came back onto the track at 50 miles an hour. That would not bring out a caution.
No. It's further down. It's in turn 3. If you focus your camera on the blue and the number 8, if you keep watching him,
Oh,
Then-
okay. There was a bigger crash actually in the back.
Yeah, that's-
341. Okay, there's the caution.
so 8 came up back on track and kind of, I don't know if he made contact with the 87. The 87 didn't go with the 38, and they got to the wall, and that's what brought out the caution.
As I said, because it's definitely not Adam that brought out that caution, but now looking at that was a huge crash actually. Yeah, 8 car came back up onto the track. 87 moved up to the middle lane. I think it looks like the 87 either may have come up a little bit or the 38 may have come down a little bit, maybe a mix of the two. But those two got together. 341, just an innocent bystander in that affair. The 002, Charles Giffen, got involved in that. 12, Michael Dow, hard impact into the fence in turn 3. That was a huge crash, and then Eli checked up for the caution, got himself turned. So, yikes! That was a sequence of events. So meanwhile, Matthew Bell's leading this race. Shane Abbey, his drafting buddy the whole time. You remember back in the day when Dale Jr., Tony Stewart used to draft together? And they weren't on the same team. I don't even think they drove for the same manufacturer at that time, but they just were.
Yeah.
No, they did. They both had Chevys at the time. And they were able
These
to
two
just-
guys, you got Matthew Bell in a Toyota and Shane Abbey in a Chevy.
Somebody at the corporate level's not going to be happy about that. Chevys and Toyotas may be facing each other.
Tom, here.
Tom went to a different Discord right now. I don't know. But
In the third spot of Robert Rader, he's
No, it's fine.
actually driving a
Someone
Ford. So we
cannot
got all 3
be in a
manufacturers
battle
represented
proper.
in the top 3.
all 3 manufacturers. We've got a Toyota, a Chevy, and a Ford. We'll see who prevails right now. The pace car doesn't have a manufacturer. They just made a generic car that looks like a car. So at some point we'll get that pace car updated in the next update. So we will take a break as we're going to be coming to, I believe, a green-white checkered. So because we're 3 to go right now, and I don't think iRacing does one-lap shootouts. Because if it
No.
comes to a one-lap shootout, which in real life,
We're on our first attempt of the green-white checker right now. So
yeah, because in real life they would go one lap. Like they would throw the green flag on the white flag and say good luck, have fun. But in this case, we are going to get a 2-lap shootout here, so it doesn't matter how hard how well you manage your temperatures at this point. You just don't worry about it. The gauge turns red, just keep going. So take a little short break. We'll back to you in about a minute. See you soon. Welcome back to the Talladega Superspeedway front row esports green, white, checkered. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout. 95-84 been working really well together tonight. I expect to see those two maybe get lined up. 32-62 working really well tonight. Expect to see those two try to make something happen. 04 Rob Rader already a race winner this season, trying to make something happen right there. Let's see what happens, but it's going to be a 2-lap shootout to the finish, and we're going to see what happens. And
Elbows up.
there, Matthew Bell is taking off. Got a really good jump on
Too good of a jump.
Yep.
See what he wants to do with that run as he gets there. 32 right now, no help. Here comes 84. This is going to pick him up.
Here we go.
That's the right here. Hold on to it.
Let's go.
84 is going to pick up the 95. Rob Rader said, yeah,
Oh!
Second attempt at a green white checker coming up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Stephen Isham almost had a code run right there. He got almost collected by 62. Let's take a quick look at that and see what happened, because that
looked gnarly.
So something got jacked up on the outside line. It looks like the 62 got hooked by the 43. I think they were just kind of as the lane moves up and down. Looks like it's just kind of
60,
a little bit too
62
much
had a
motion.
run. 62 had a run on 32, and looked like the 43 just got into the back of the 62, and yeah,
Pushing a little too aggressively.
So Randy just came over
accordion
to
effect.
Tom's and apologized for he's taking responsibility for that incident.
Yeah, total accordion effect. Three cars really
it
coming
was.
together.
But yeah, that was a racing deal. I mean, I know, I think Chris had the idea he wanted to go high there, and I wanted to stay in that middle lane, get more of a run before we went high, so he probably lifted, and I'm sure Randy wasn't expecting.
That's exactly what happened. We're looking at the replay right now, and the 43 probably expected the 62 to go high to pass the 32. Chris looks like he was trying to get lined up with the 32. 43 didn't expect that, and that just unfortunately started the chain reaction and caused the incident, but unfortunately.
Alright, so we get to let these drivers cool down one more time and
again.
get ready to go at it one more time. See, me as a driver, green white checkers I hate. You know, I get to relax for a minute or two, and then I have to go green for 2 laps, and it's tough. You know,
And
you
you
want
gotta
to,
pump yourself back up again.
yeah, you're in that zone, you're ready to go, and you got to do it all over again.
Well, and my thought about it is at this point we should be interviewing the winner.
Yes,
But
yes,
that's why you run the race, because you don't know what's going to happen.
exactly.
So, but will, and that's where we get ourselves another restart. And today's fun fact, for those of you keeping score at home, Matthew Bell, Shane Abbey, they are both up exactly 19 positions from where they started this race. So the question is, will either one of them be up 20 spots, or neither one of them? Rob
That's
Rader, already a race winner this season, he's going to be starting third. He wants to get himself a few more spots. Tay McDonald, I don't think has won a race yet this season. He's got an opportunity right here for this season. Great points. Kevin Orlando Jr. right there in 6th position. Blake Mosley in 7th position, your point leader. Dale Johnson, who got involved in what almost became a big crash involving him. He's in 8th right now. Adam Thompson 9th. Eli Raposa 10th. Now there's some opportunities here for drivers to steal a lot of points in their point battle. But right now the person leading the race won't even receive a single point because non-points drivers do not get points for the races. So, will the winner get points? That depends on who wins the race. But we're going to be 2 to green here, coming to 1 to green. We'll get the pace car off the track. Go ahead.
Hey, Greg, is Randy on Discord?
Right now, Discord is Chris, Greg, Kel, Mike Wood, Tom, myself.
Okay.
Should make for an interesting finish for the race here. We're working the second of our 3 green-white checkers, and I'm looking at the vehicles as they cross the start-finish line. A lot of them are damaged towards the front, especially the 73 with a punched-in front nose. So we're lining up, getting ready to go back to our second green-white checker.
Hopefully second and final green-white checker, because I gotta go to sleep and go to work tomorrow morning. But if you remember, Mr. McClendon, you don't need a front bumper to do well.
That's true. I mean, he's going to tuck in behind the 95 as tight as he can and push like heck.
Well, the number 95 of Matthew Bell is going to go ahead and take the outside line for this restart here. Wants to get himself a little advantage, maybe pull up in front of the 84. You're not sure what the strategy is going to be there.
Are they teammates?
Well, I don't think so, but they were working really well together tonight. And I'm checking the Discords to see where Matthew Bell is, and I don't see him in the Discord right now.
No, Matt Bell is not in the Discord right now.
Okay, so I don't think they're. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think they're teammates.
No, they are not teammates.
They've worked extraordinarily well together this evening.
Let's just double check, because I'm looking at the qualifying results, because I had 2 names on there. Where's the 84? Let me do this real quick, because we're going to go green here soon.
Hila.
84 is with RLC Motorsports. And
All right, here
95
we go.
Actually, yeah, look at that.
They're
They're on the
teammates.
same team.
That explains it.
That explains it a lot. So let's see if RLC can put it in victory lane, or let's see if somebody else does. But white checker tech number 2, Barney's getting his hand tired right now, holding that green flag in the air. So hopefully the next flag he puts in his hand is a white flag and not a checkered flag. The green flag right now is in the air. thought they were teammates. 84 stuck it to the outside.
Oh,
took a big
left
push,
him out to dry.
Left him out to dry. Like,
Well, and he's going to pick him up, but I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Ooh, big
yeah.
push from the 73 on the 04.
Yeah, 73-04.
And the 95's giving the 84 a big push.
You know, maybe unless the 95 is not a points driver, it's the 84 points driver in this series. Maybe that's a attempt. But there's a lot of movement in the back of the field. Rob Raider almost getting turned. Unfortunately, all pointing straight and making
84 and 95, neither one of them are punch drivers.
To the lead right now, advantage to the outside line right now. 95 to 84, you know, they're not going to give up on this yet. Steven Isham, we're going to try to make something happen on the inside. Great battles right here.
Oh, and they're connect contact. Turn back.
I reckon.
Couple of cars around.
Huge wreck.
Huge crash for the 84.
Yeah, 84, 95. 5.
As that was close. Looks like Randy Brashears ended up on his lid at some point, and that was an expensive tri-oval for the end of that race. So
very much so.
But Shane Abbey is your winner. Matthew Bell second, Steve Eacham third, Tyler Clemens fourth, Blake Mosley your points leader, sneaks the top 5 in after being completely out of the draft for a little bit. So let's take a look at what happened on the end of that race there. And there's just a lot of motion, a lot of contact, a lot of things happening. See, what was the initial contact? Something up in the front with the 49. Not really a great camera angle on this. We'll just do the... Where is it? Here's a blink cam. So 5 moves up from the inside lane to the outside lane. 49 tried to follow the 5 up, gets into the 73. 72's pushing them hard, and then after that it's just on from there. 04 Rob Raider gets hooked, and after that that's all she wrote. Randy Brashears up and over, apparently inside a car because that's realistic. Rob Raider also goes for a ride, but that was a moment. Let's see if we can get those
I'm going to drag.
Matthew Bell should have to Discord. Can you grab this?
I will. They know the routine by now.
Yeah.
Where's Steven Isham? I don't see him in Discord. Yeah, he's a dirty voice. Alright. In the victory lane is the number 84, a Shane Abbey. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, victory lane? Yeah, how'd that race work out for you?
We had a great race today. It was all thanks to the 95 Matt Bell. We had just working together, teammate, and just cruising along. That was just most of it. Just fly along, play the line right, and hopefully be there at the end. And luckily we were.
Yeah, we noticed you and the 95 of Matthew Bell got hooked up more than once during that race and would go from 12th to the lead in a matter of about 2 corners. But, you know, that was really awesome work y'all were doing. But yeah, fantastic job and congrats on the win.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it was, we just, once we got hooked up, we were just together. We were just stuck together. We just kept going. Just kept on moving along, chugging, pulling the line.
When you moved up to the outside, was that planned? Like, were you trying to get around Matthew Bell, or you just decided, hey, I want to lead?
On that last restart?
Yeah, was that planned for you to
That was the plan. That was just worked out well based on the restart, and we were just able to
gets you to victory lane. Well, congratulations,
Yep.
and enjoy the donuts.
Yep,
Matthew
appreciate
Bell,
it, and
yeah, right on. Matthew Bell, you know the routine. You got it covered.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You got a script yet for your post-race interviews?
I don't. They're just whatever comes to me after the race.
You might want to start writing one. But you and 84 really worked super well together. What was your strategy to try to get yourselves up to the front?
Honestly, I was committed to pushing him even at that last restart. I wasn't gonna ever jump out from behind him. So that was really the plan, to go off. We're not racing for points here, so we would take it as cautious as last night. But that was just the plan. Was I'm gonna push him no matter what, and it worked out.
Right on. Well, that gets you another podium. Is that your second or third podium this weekend?
Second. I got second last night, second at night. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, one more spot hopefully for you in Dover. So good luck to you next week, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, right on. Matthew Bell brings home in second place. Stephen Isham in third place. You got a copy?
Yep, I'm here.
So we were noticing throughout most of the race that you were kind of just in the picture the whole race. You were not up in the front, not up in the back. You're kind of just waiting for your opportunity. And then the last 2 laps or so on that restart, you just said, you know what, time to go. And you moved yourself up to the front, made a couple good moves, got yourself to third place. So talk us through your race. So let us know how that happened.
That was pretty much the plan with me, Randy, and Blake. Randy had to start from the pits, so we decided to start with him. That way he had someone to push and try to catch the pack. And then Randy stayed out to catch leading a lap, so it threw us off on fuel mileage. So we pitted with him, just hoping for a caution, which it came. And then I wanted to lead a lap, so I ran up to the front, led a lap, and that's when the one wreck happened that took me out. And I want to give a shout out to the number 12 truck. He literally pushed me to the pit road, got me in my pit stall when I blew up.
Oh, that's definitely very classy of the number 12 Michael Dow machine to give you a helping hand, so you didn't have to tow.
Yeah, and I think I started 11th or 12th on that restart right there, and I just grabbed the bottom. I mean, I seen it was the fastest lane, and so I just tucked in on the bottom.
Yeah, Ross Chastain definitely made the inside lane work this weekend, that's for sure. So yeah, but congratulations, solid points, third place finish, and hope to see you again here soon.
I'll be in Dover.
Right on. So Stephen Isham is in position. So in our booth tonight, Chris Spencer, Greg McClendon, Kel Butler, Tom Freitas. What were your thoughts, final thoughts from that performance tonight?
That was a wild race.
That was definitely a wild race.
A wild but fun race. I would say that's some of the best restrictor plate racing I think I've been a part of in a while. Love to be whacked out the race. Everyone held in their lines pretty well, even with the aggressive driving. So great racing overall.
Yeah, and just overall, just really good, solid racing along the way as they were. They took care of the trucks at the beginning of the race. A couple accidents along the way, but that's typical of restrictor plate racing. But it's part of it is luck and part of it is skill, and sometimes you just, when you get both, you take advantage of it. So, but Shane Abbey brings it home for tonight's win, and that closes our chapter on the Talladega Super Speedway, which I know some of us are very happy about, some of us are sad about. So, where are we heading next week, Tom? You there? Tom might have went outside. Greg, you there?
Let's
Kel's
see.
there.
I'm here.
So where are we
Let's
going
see.
next week?
Where are we going next week? Next week we are in Dover.
We're at the Dover Speedway. So Friday night will be the Front Row ESports Cup Series. Sunday will be our National Series, and Monday will be our Truck Series. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here and let y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. So on behalf of Chris Spencer, Greg McClendon, Kel Butler, Tom Friedis, myself, Steven Johnson, so long. Have a great night.